which was by design to make sure that we were rolling. And we did it again in the second half. Good to see Joe Pinion obviously make some shots, didn't shoot it well last game, but like I've said since last game, and I'll continue to say, he's one of the best shooters I've coached. He's earned that trust. He takes good ones. He's unselfish, and so that's what you get. He goes 6 for 14 from 3. Our goal tonight with this group was to hold them to 50 points. So we hit exactly that, 25 and a half. We thought that was obtainable on our end, and so I'm glad that we did that. Won the glass by 19, which was something that we emphasized. It wasn't that way in the first half. We had just a slight advantage on the glass in the first half, and then beat them up on the glass in the second half. And also excited to see some of our young guys be able to get in, get some minutes, find their way into that rotation, because it's hard. Obviously, they're practicing every day. They're working. They're getting after it. But getting them game reps is important. Seeing what they do with those game reps, so as we move forward, we can put them into some tighter ball games. So, with that, lastly, I want to give credit to Coppin. Obviously, those guys have been playing road games, right? They go to LaSalle, they go to Maryland, they go to James Madison, they come down here. That's not easy to do, and so that's a tough team. They're a well-coached team. They're going to continue to get better down the stretch. And so, appreciative of them. And that being said, take questions.
All right, questions for the players first, and then we'll let them go.
For both players, start with you. And what had to happen different tonight that was happening Saturday to turn that loss into a win tonight?
Rebounding. We really harped on rebounding because we lost the rebounding game by 2 points last game, and we lost by 4 points. So that's 2 possessions right there that we could have crashed harder on the rebounds. So coach coming into this game today, coach harped on everybody. We gotta go crash and grab rebounds and grab both boards too.
Similar to what Zay said, rebounds is really something we harped on throughout the week. So that's something we really try to focus on coming into this game.
Making shots.
Yes, making shots is also nice. Yes.
It was a bounce back game for you. Just how to feel making shots like that.
It definitely felt good having my first game where I scored a little bit. But just that was my teammates. My teammates set me up really well. So I just shout out to them for helping me.
Back to you, and then to you. You're going to be probably on ESPN highlight. You get a steal at the baseline. You run 94 feet and get the follow dunk. What was going through your mind?
Coach tells me to get back and run. When we do drills called 85 in 2 minutes, and it's like just a layup drill, and we got to go full speed. And so I just look at it as that, like I see my guard in front of me going up for a layup, and then that's my chance because everybody don't make the layups every time. So I just think everything is a miss, so I always run full speed to go get the putbacks.
What was it like seeing that?
Man, it's crazy. But, it's nothing I haven't seen before. I've seen him do some crazier things, but, Zay's a great athlete. For him to be able to do that, that's really special.
Anything else for players? All right, you guys are good to go. Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
I'll take questions for Coach Hodgson.
Coach, was there anything you had to do differently from a coaching standpoint to make sure one loss didn't fester into 2?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just making sure that it doesn't carry over into practice, right? I tell our guys all the time, I don't understand coaching football, right? You lose a game, you got to wait a whole nother week to right the ship. Thankfully, I coach basketball. You don't have to do that. We practice twice. We get to turn around and play a game. I thought we had 2 great practices. I thought, the biggest thing after a loss is actually identifying what caused you to lose the game and fixing it. And, I said it again. I'm going to stand by it. We didn't make shots. I went back. I watched them 5 times. We watched the film over and over. We took clean, good looks at GW, and we didn't make them. With that being said, we still could have won that basketball game. These guys talked about the glass. I told the guys going into the game at GW, whoever wins the rebounding battle here is going to win the game, right? There's going to be a lot of possessions in this game. We want to have a slight advantage there. And we had it for a good portion of the game, and they ended up winning the rebounding battle by 2, and they won the game by 2 possessions. And then our transition defense was poor against GW. So we spent 2 days really locked in, focused on our transition defense, and I think they did a good job executing that tonight.
Coach Damien had 5 blocks off the bench. It's a career high. How big is like that defensive presence on the bench?
Yeah, he's done that his whole career. Damian was one of the higher block rates in the SEC last year. He's a great athlete. He's got great timing. Damian's going to just continue to get better and better. A little bit. We've got to figure out how to play those two guys together. Him and Isaiah Nelson are two of our best players. We were able to do that tonight a little bit. Not many people are playing two bigs anymore, right? So that sometimes there's a matchup problem, but Damian can actually get out and guard some fours a little bit. Zay can as well. They both can move their feet. So, hoping to get him some more minutes as he progresses, starts to understand our offense a little bit better. Obviously, Isaiah's had a slight advantage there because he's ran it for 2 years, right? But Damian's really coming around. He's an elite rim protector, and, he can add a lot of value for us on both ends.
Coach, you now start a stretch of 5 road games. You're going to find out quickly how connected your team are, aren't you?
Yeah, and, 2 road games and 3 neutral, right? So there is a difference, right? Because nobody's got a home court advantage down in the Bahamas. I'm a firm believer in if we hold ourselves to our standard and we play the way that we talk about playing on both ends of the floor, I don't care if you're home or away. You've got to win your conference, to be good out of conference, to have a shot in March. You got to win road games, right? And so, we're testing ourselves out of the gate early. We're always going to do that. Kennesaw is going to be a phenomenal atmosphere on Sunday, honoring Coach Amir, and it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a war. So we're looking forward to that opportunity.
I know the game just ended, but do you have any sort of update on Wes Enos's injury?
Wes will be fine. Wes is a tough kid. I think he had a slight ankle roll. He's going to be okay.
Coach, you have 4 Canadian players. They have one from Nigeria. It's almost like every team has a foreign player. They're playing basketball outside the United States pretty well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And, I get you look at the NBA. I mean, I think in the NBA Finals last year there was a time where there was 5 Canadians on the floor. 5 out of 10 guys on the floor were Canadian in the NBA Finals, the best players in the world, right? So we recruit Canada pretty heavily. I have my whole career being from Western New York. Also, I always tell people Toronto's, I think, the 5th most populated city in North America, right? So if you look at the other cities in, similar in population, the players that are coming out of there, why would you not recruit that area? But yeah, international basketball is at an all-time high right now as far as the footprint that it has in NCAA basketball, and I think you'll continue to see that as this NIL and rev share era is evolving.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, one more. Coach, you touched on it briefly. It's going to be a lot of emotion at the next game. Not only your team, but theirs. Coach Amir, he's just not going to go away. It's going to be in everybody's memory, isn't it?
It is, and great memories. I think, you talk about a man that had an impact on everybody that he touched. I mean, from the students here, the students at Kennesaw, the faculty and staff at both universities, and so we're really excited to have this opportunity to honor him, and have, South Florida and Kennesaw, the 2 places that he was able to go and be a head coach at and have such an impact in short periods of time, not just on the basketball floor, but on the community. So looking forward to that opportunity, and I know both programs will represent him in the right way.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Your kids are fun to watch, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks.